Hey, what's up, guys? So it's a Sunday and it's a beautiful day out there, and I'm inside reading some manga. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about manga, what I'm reading, what I picked up this week at my Barnes and Noble. And before we do get into it, hit that like, hit that sub. I'm trying to build this channel up. I do have another channel with a bunch of Western comics, Marvel, DC, Image over there. I'll leave a link below if you want to check that out. But this, let's just get started talking about why I wanted to make a manga channel. So pretty much, I've been reading DC and Marvel for like forever, and lately I've been kind of getting out of like the superhero type comic books and wanting to go into more, uh, complete stories. Or like I feel like when I read weekly comics, I forget like the next month, like what happened, because it's issue, and there's only like 20 pages in the issue. So with manga, at least I get, I don't know, 160 pages of a volume, and I feel like I get more for the money, right? And more of a story. I am having a learning curve here with the art and like the fight scenes and like what's really going on here. Sometimes the inking is a little darker, and I just don't know if that's a face or a fist. But I'm getting used to it. I think it's pretty cool. But I've gone to my. I feel I like going to Barnes and Noble more than I like going to my comic book store. I don't know if that. I don't know. The whole just the vibe of all different types of books, and you got the cafe in there. You can get a coffee. You know, gotta have my coffee, and it just feels more comfortable. I love my comic book store. I go to one. I've been going there for years. I drive farther away from because I have a really good friend that owns it. But I feel it's kind of like you go in. I talk a lot to the owner and then leave. I feel like at Barnes and Noble, I can make this part of my day where I can sit down and, like I said, drink some coffee and look at some comic books. Not comic books, but some manga. And it's not as bad as it used to be. I remember maybe early 2000s, maybe 2010 up. There was just to be like all these kids like sitting on the in the rows, and you couldn't even get to like any of the books because there were just so many kids sitting there, and it's just like, well, what, can you please move so I can get this, or can I look at this? And I feel I go earlier in the morning now, and so I feel like I miss maybe the crowd. I don't know if they still go there, but I don't see as many as I used to. Maybe they're buying more instead of just sitting there and reading the whole volume, or maybe Barnes and Noble tells them they can't do that. Maybe they tell them, "Hey, you got to move on. You can't sit there." But let's get into some of the books I'm reading, and I have I picked up this one. This is an older one. I know I just said that I'm tired of superhero books, but I got to get me some Spider Man. And I was really sad to hear that they're not going to continue this book. So I guess it's just volume one, and it's just about this guy that just picks up, like Spider Man throws his costume somewhere, and this kid picks it up and he puts it on, and he kind of becomes that Spider Man for that country. So I thought that was pretty cool. Um, I want to read it. I can't wait to read this. This looks pretty good. I keep going this way because I'm used to comic books. I got to get used to doing this. And then we got Vinland Saga 1. I read the first book. This one's it's really good stuff. All I hear is good stuff about this on YouTube. I feel so I kind of picked it up, and I'm enjoying this story. I love the art is really good. I feel like it's not too many lines, not too crazy what's going on. Just a a really good story. about some Vikings. I like how the character starts building, where you figure out. I'm not gonna spoil it, but like you figure out he's there for a reason, and we find out why that reason is, and then we find out like what happened to get to that point. So we go present, past, and then present, and it's just some really good stuff here. So I picked this one up. I read this one already the other day, and I picked up the second one. So right now I'm on this one. Still, I not even put a dent in it yet, but the story's really doing really well. So what I'm focusing on here is, should I buy the big dark horse Omni, because I love omnibuses. I buy a lot of Marvel stuff. I know it's more expensive. It's bigger. I already bought two, so it's like I'm already down. I think these are like $20. Or so these two would equal probably one of the big ones, and it only covers the 3 volumes in one of those giant ones. So I'm debating on if I should do that or not. So I'm still thinking about that. But if you haven't picked this up, you guys should. It's a really good story for right now, and I heard just good things about it. What else? I've been reading some Chainsaw Man. I'm gonna later this week. I'm gonna be getting a big package I bought off eBay. I'm gonna put that up and show that around. Talk about a little bit of the story there. I'm on volume 5 right now, and dude, this is a great ride. I'm gonna put a review on that once the package comes in. I'll open it up for you guys. You can check it out. And that's pretty much it for this week. I just been hanging out, reading. I still read my usual, Spider-Man, X-Men, all that good stuff. And really, there's so much manga out there. It's kind of like, I don't know if you guys feel this. Maybe leave in the comment below. Where like you kind of feel overwhelmed. Like, where do I start, or what should I read? There's so many different genres. There's so many different types of stories out there, and if you think that, I'm always open for people to tell me, hey, you should check this out. So leave a comment below, like, do you feel overwhelmed? Or leave a comment below, like, hey, you know what, you should be checking this book out. Check volume 1 to see if you like it, and then I'll check it out, and maybe I will, maybe I won't. But I thought it's a good change. It feels fresh. I think it's good for every couple of years to change stuff, but still keep reading what you're reading, and that's about it for me. I'll catch you guys later. Let's hit the like, hit the sub. Check out my other channel with some free books to read, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.